It's Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It's time to talk about why the juvenile justice system doesn't work. Psst, it's the same reason the adult criminal justice system doesn't work. From the moment my son was arrested, it took me a mere 3 months to figure out why the juvenile justice system doesn't work. I spent the next few years doubting myself because I kept thinking, it can't possibly be that simple. If it were really this easy, all the experts would know. Turns out the answer to why the juvenile justice system doesn't work really is that simple. They don't follow through. That's it. That's the whole problem. I bet you thought this was going to be another long video with a million reasons why the juvenile justice system doesn't work for kids with what researchers call callous-unemotional traits, what the DSM calls conduct disorder, and what I call psychopathy spectrum disorders. Nope, this video is short and sweet. The juvenile justice system says, if you skip school one more time, we're putting you back in juvenile hall. Then they don't. They say, if you fail another drug test, we're violating your probation. And then they don't. They say, if you don't come straight home after school, there will be consequences. Then there aren't any. The one thing I could always predict with 100% certainty, whatever the juvenile justice system promised they were going to do was the one thing they were never actually going to do. In his book, The Better Angels of Our Nature, Steven Pinker wrote about the American criminal justice system, quote, the punishments had been so capricious as to appear like misfortunes coming out of the blue rather than predictable consequences of prescribed behavior. Offenders skipped probation hearings or failed drug tests with impunity, and they saw their peers get away with it as well. But then one day, in what they experienced as a stroke of bad luck, they were suddenly sent away for years. That's exactly what I watched happen with my son. This doesn't just happen in America. I can confirm that in the entire English-speaking world, their juvenile justice systems also promise consequences and never deliver them. These children are learning exactly the lesson our system teaches. Actions don't have consequences. The juvenile justice system reinforces that lesson by proving it true. Then they turn around and blame parents for not being consistent enough, even though we're the only ones who are consistent. We don't got this. We can't got this. We don't got this. The system doesn't got this either because they refuse to follow through. This is exactly why we need early screening before kids ever reach the juvenile justice system. If you want to help make that happen, email Lisa at disordersofaggression.org. That's Lisa at disorders, DISORDERS of aggression, AGGRESSION.org. 3 months to figure it out. Years spent doubting my own eyes. They just don't follow through.